Okay, so let's begin. What we're going to do is the background first. And so what we're creating is this halo effect. You can see in the mandala, whoops, right behind me, there's a halo behind our mandala. And that shows through. And I really love the quality that creates. So this is a demonstration, and I will go ahead and show you how you do this. So let's do it together. So on our canvas, what we're going to do is start with the white paint, and that's going to be in the center. You could put it on your palette, or you can just put it on here, but don't put too much on, because if you get too much, it's hard to get it off, and you don't want to do that. So start with white paint in the middle, and you're just going to spread it around, and you're actually going to kind of make it into this circular form. That takes up most of the canvas, right? If you get a lot, just kind of gather it on your brush and spread it to an area where it's not. And just keep going across the middle. If you get a little clump, like you see there's a little clump of paint there, scoop it off with the corner of your brush. Get rid of that. That happens. And we're going to work fairly fast here because you want to keep the paint wet because we're going to blend. So when you have this, a little bit more. We've picked one other color. For this one, I've picked blue. This is my background color. You can pick whichever one you want. And this, I start by just putting a dot in each corner. I rinse the white out of my brush because I want this to be a pure blue. So go ahead and rinse your brush pretty well. And you can dab the brush on your little paper towel. And then we're going to start these corners. And so you don't have to touch the white yet. We're just filling these corners in. And what you also want to do is paint the sides. It's always good to paint the sides. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use this, get this corner going, and kind of bring them together here so they meet. Keep working your way around. If you need a little extra paint, I might need some for the edge over here, so I'll just drop it right there. And then use it along this edge, like this. Scoop it up and keep moving this paint around. Here we are in this corner. Make them meet over here. Bring it together. And get that edge. We'll probably need a little more. Do a little drip. So you see how I'm keeping this in this circular shape. I'll bring this together here. And get this other edge. I don't like struggling with little paint, so I'll put a little extra on. Here we go. And fill that edge. These really present beautifully in a frame, and in that case you don't really need the edge painted, but sometimes people will just hang them on their wall or set them on their altar, and then it looks a little nicer if you have all the edges painted like that as well. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to blend. So we're going to have to meet that white paint. So this blue paint and the white paint are going to come together. I think it's good to get a little water on your brush. If you can see that, get a little water on your brush. And just start to blend. We're going to take that blue in to go meet with the white. And see how all my strokes are this curve that follows the outer edge of this circle. Remember, this is the sacred circle, so we're trying to keep that circular shape. And just keep blending it around. And we should be meeting that white paint here soon. There. And just keep going back and forth, dragging that paint, dragging it back and forth, as we work our way around the edge of this. And you can start moving in even further, just a little bit further in this time around. You can get a little more water on your brush. And keep working your way around. See how it's blending? That white and that blue just blend together as you bring your brush around and around the outer edge. Moving it in a little bit further and a little bit further each time. Okay, I'm going to rinse my brush. Try and get most of that blue out. I'm really going to see if I can pick up more of that white. If your white has dried, you can add a little more wet paint to the middle. Then you can get it to blend a little easier if you need to do that. So here we go. And just, don't be a perfectionist, but, make sure you're happy with it. I've seen people work this and work this and work this and work this and, to the point where they kind of overdid it. So, don't take it too far, but just keep working it until you get something that you think you're happy with. And, this isn't the final thing. We have a long ways to go still. So, and some of this will get covered up and some of it will show through. So, just creates a really beautiful background. So something like that. So we have our halo, and we're going to let this dry completely, and then we're going to transfer our image on here. So, take a minute, go grab a cup of tea, and we'll be back.